Welcome to the video. Now, if you have landed to this video, that means you don't require to know what we're gonna learn into this. So let me take you directly to the point. NLP, what does it stands for? This means natural language processing. What is it actually? So let me try to help you understand with some context. Here, if you see, these are the words: Learnerea, platform, collaborative learning. Does it make any sense to you? The answer is no. This doesn't make much sense. So what a human does is they uses grammar into it and transform these words in combination of words to connect them with each other and brings a meaning into it. Okay, now if you read it, let's say Learnerea is a platform for collaborative learning. Now it is giving you some sense, right? It is giving you some meaning out of it. So this language is natural language which humans understand, but this language is not understood by the system. What system understands? When I say system, that means machine. So system only understands 0 and 1. Then how can we make this entire sentence a system to understand? For that, we have something called NLP, which is nothing but natural language processing. So what exactly happens is NLP package facilitates you to easily take this natural language and process that in the form of these binary digits, and whatever response comes out of the system, it also help you to transform that in human language. So that's what we learn under NLP. Now, what are the use cases? So for use cases, nowadays, most of the websites, right? Something like this. This is chatbot website, IBM website. So almost on each of the website, you would see a chatbot, something like this. For example, if I go over here and if I say hi, you see the system is automatically responding. Hello, what information are you looking for? So here are some of the options which are given. Either you can choose any of them, or just let's just say play music. Okay, now if you see play music, let's see what it says. Oops, sorry, I didn't understand your question. Please rephrase it, or something, right? Because this chatbot is not designed to make play music, right? To play the music. But what I wanted you to notice is how this is responding automatically. There is no human behind it. It is understanding your language. Despite of being a machine, it is understanding your language and responding it accordingly. How is it possible? This is because of NLP, right? If you use a smartphone, you must be having, let me take you to here, you must be having Google Assistant. So that is also an example. What else? We have Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri. These all are the example which are based on, which are using the natural language processing. Okay, so I just hope that by now it is clear to you what is natural language processing, what are the applications of it. Okay, now let me take you to the Jupyter notebook. So to perform the natural language processing, what we first require? We first require the human languages, human text. Then we will perform the processing on that, and then we will make it in a form where computer can understand it, and then we can move forward, right? So to get the text which is in human language, there are multiple sources, right? It could be PDF file, it could be text file, it could be web page as well, right? So here in this example, I'm going to show you how can we read the PDF, right? How can we read PDF in Python? So for that we require this particular module, and trust me, this is very interesting module. It makes the work very simple. Okay, so you can just write this syntax in your Jupyter notebook and execute this will install it. Once that is done, what you can do is you just import this, import by PDF to as PDF. All right, so this is imported. Now once this is done, next thing which you need to do is open a PDF file. So let's say my file. Okay, and over here I'm just going to use this location. All right, so here this is the open open syntax which will open this file. This is a book think stats 2. This is a very useful book for data science. If you want, you can just Google it. It is freely available. Okay, and then I'm just reading it. Once we read this, what we're gonna do is this. Let's try to see what is it that we have into it. We can't see anything, right? Now nothing else into it. So we just need to take content out of this, right? We just opened the book. Now we need to take content out of it. Okay, whatever the content is available in this PDF file, we just need to take. So how can we do that? For that, let's just create an object called content, and we can say PDF dot PDF. Let's see, PDF file reader. We have this, right? PDF file reader. Into this we can just say my file, right? Let's just hit enter. Do we have anything? Are we able to see something? Still not. What else that we need to do? So we're gonna create a page object, right? So let's just see, let's say content. Do we have page inside it? Pages. What are the pages that we have over here? Before we create the page object, let's see this content dot get number of pages, right? Get page number. All right, and let's just try to print this. If this works. All right, let me just do this. Missing one requirement. So actually the syntax is num pages. All right, now you hit enter. So what we get is 264. That means the PDF file which we just read, that has 264 pages into it. Let's just validate this. So here is the file that we have. This is the book which we just imported, and if you observe over here we have 264 pages. Bingo. Now we done that. Next thing, let's try to create the page object. Okay, how can we do that? Content dot get page. There must be get page. Okay, and inside that we're gonna just say let's read the 4th page. Okay, and after this we can say page dot extract text. So this is what we are getting. Let's do this. Now we have the meaningful content from that page, right? It says this is the preface page. So this is page 1, then page 2, 3, and here we go. Here we have 4th page, right? It says this book, let me make it a little bigger. This book is an introduction to the practical tools of exploratory data analysis, etc, 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 right? So this is exactly what we have over here. Further, if you want, you can split this, split by this new line. Let me just put it into the quotes. Okay, so we have this. Next, if you want, you can store that into, you know, a data frame, right? And that will be column, and then we can further perform the we can further utilize this in our processing. Now what you learned into this, how to how to proceed and read a PDF file, fetch the text from a PDF file. In the same way, you can import CSV file, Excel file also, that can also contain some already processed text, which we generally do using pd.readcsv. If you don't want to follow this series, what you can do is you can directly go to the YouTube page and search for sentiment analysis Learnerea. Okay, if you're super excited to learn it quickly, so you can search for this, and here is a video where I have explained how you can fetch the data from Twitter and do the sentiment analysis using NLP. Okay, the same there are many other videos also which I have uploaded, but I recommend you just go through this. This is one comprehensive video. These are in pieces, but this is one comprehensive video, and I hope that you will like it. Otherwise, I would recommend you to follow this series and you would love it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Wish you good luck.